y'all. We are back and we have another grant. And this grant opportunity, y'all, it is for $5,000. $5,000 of free money that you do not have to pay back. And we love free money. And guess what, y'all? This grantor says you can submit a written application or you could submit a 2-minute video. You get to pick. Normally, grantors want the written plus the video. Nope. You can submit it in whatever way you feel the most comfortable. And also with this video, they specifically reiterated the fact that it does not have to be a professional production. You could submit that video from your cell phone. Now, when I talk about pitch videos, normally you get up to 3 minutes. This grantor is giving you only 2 minutes. Make sure you are making sure that that video focuses on you and your business. Do not have a bunch of people in the background. Grantors don't want to see that. Now, if those individuals are customers, then that is different. However, they need to get to know you and you only can pick either or. So you only will have 2 minutes to sell this grantor on why you should walk away with $5,000. What I highly recommend is that you look at the written application, take those questions, and then answer those questions in your video. And if you have a little bit of time left over, talk about community impact, talk about how you want to scale your business, talk about the successes of your business, talk about the pain points of your business. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am Ebony, a licensed attorney out of the state of Missouri. And on this channel, we focus on grants, legal tips, and setting a foundation for your business to get you to generational wealth. Because yes, money is good, but we want our money to serve generation after generation after generation. Check out that small business grant playlist. There are several opportunities listed there because you all are like, where can I find different grants? The list, y'all. It will be a link in the description for you all to get to that list incredibly quick. And in that list, there are no business needed grants in there. There are no deadline grants in there. There are global opportunities. So wherever you are in the world, you are potentially eligible to walk away with a grant opportunity for your business, or if you don't have a business, if it is a no business global opportunity. And I am running a special on both of my books, y'all. It is buy one, get one free. And the only book that you have to purchase, which helps you submit a successful grant application, so it's kind of a no-brainer. That book is 130 pages of content. It is a workbook. It talks about if you get the grant, if you don't get the grant, applying for the grant, finding grants. There are quizzes in there, sample answers, fill in a blank, all things that is going to help you submit a successful grant application. And then you get my first ebook free, not half off, but absolutely free. And if you're like, I don't really know, no problem. Go to the website, check out those 5-star reviews. You should always do your due diligence before handing over your money to any person, no matter who they are. And if you're tired of waiting for these grants to come out, you're like, okay, I'm subscribed, my bell is on, I'm waiting on the videos to come out on YouTube, and I don't want to keep waiting. Come to the Patreon. I literally just dropped the links in there. There's not a walkthrough, so I'm not going to tell you, what the grantor is looking for, how to answer the questions. It's literally for individuals that feel like, you know what, I want to submit more grant applications per month. And I think that I can do this on my own. Plus, I have that workbook that is going to help me submit a successful grant application anyways. But there's cohorts in there. There are articles. There are scholarships. There's internships. There are all things that's going to help you submit successful grant applications. But then also that will get you closer to generational wealth. Now, if you're in the Patreon and you're like, I want industry specific, I don't want to do that right now. Yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from, city, state, and/or industry, so I could possibly, no guarantees, find a grant for you in your city, state, and/or industry, because I don't want y'all in them comments saying, but you said, I didn't say I could. I said I would possibly be able to do that. And if you feel like I'm taking too long there, come on over to the Patreon. Now back to this grant opportunity. It can be written, it could be a video. They're going to introduce you to various factories to assist you with various aspects of manufacturing your product. Now, it could be, the packaging, the actual product, customer service, all things that you have to think about when you're like, okay, I have this product and I wanted to, release it into the world. You must be 18 years of age or older. And there are four different categories that they're going to judge you on. Now, y'all already know when I say there's four different criterias or three different criterias, we're going to take that 100% and we are going to divvy it up if the grantor doesn't tell us, because sometimes they can put 50% on one and 25 and 25 on the other. But this grantor specifically stated that each category will be weighted at 25% of your application. And y'all know what that first one is? Innovation. As I said, most of these grantors have seen most of what you're communicating to them. So now they're trying to figure out what is going to differentiate you from your competition. Then they're going to look at feasibility. And when they're talking about feasibility, essentially, is it feasible for the two of you all to work together? So another category that they're looking at is alignment. Are you aligned with the grantor? As I say though, make sure that not only are you aligned with the grantor, but the grantor is aligned with you, because you don't want to get into bed with no shady grantors and ruin your future opportunities of getting grants. And then they're going to look at impact. Does what you want to do support business growth and expansion? If any of this is off, you will likely not walk away with this $5,000 grant opportunity. Now, y'all, yes, yes, and yes again, grants are taxable income. $5,000, I always say, put 10% aside, but I'm going to keep saying, do not hold me to the fire. I'm the lawyer. I'm not the accountant. So don't say the lawyer said. Now, if you say the accountant said, that's a whole nother different conversation, because they are considered the industry experts. But delinquent taxes can tank your business. Delinquent taxes will prohibit you from getting future funding opportunities, because when grantors do their due diligence, that is one of the things that they're checking for. Because if they see that they couldn't manage this $5,000 grant opportunity, and I literally just posted a $100,000 opportunity, you are definitely not going to get access to $100,000 if you failed to properly manage $5,000. And then some of the questions that they're going to ask you is, what are you selling? What do you want to sell? Of course, if you're asking for money for a product, they need to know about this product, right? Then they want to know, why do you want to manufacture it? And when you're thinking about manufacturing your product, yes, sometimes people have to manufacture in China. We would love to be able to manufacture in the US, but when you're starting out, sometimes that's going to be the most cost-effective way for you to create a successful business. And then once your business has a certain level of cash flow, then you can bring it back to the US, but you have to be strategic in how you get to scaling your business. Of course, they want to know, what are you going to do with the money? That is the age-old question of most grantors, to make sure that it is going to be used for a business purpose. Then they're going to want to know, how many years have you been in business? And then here's something I have not seen before. They want your website, because they want to see what you're selling and where you're selling it. But if for whatever reason you don't have a website and you're only selling through, say, Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, you can provide that as well. So this grantor is not stating that you must have a website, but they do want to see, where are you currently selling your product? Now, y'all leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. City, state, and our industry, so I could possibly, no guarantees, find a grant for you in your city, state, and our industry. But with all of that, y'all, let's look at this grant. All right, y'all. This grant opportunity is sponsored by Nearshore, and this is their Get Nearshored $15,000 manufacturing grant. They are going to select 3 companies to walk away with $5,000. Okay, now make sure you scroll their website. So we're gonna go and look at the FAQs, because I think that is important. We've already talked about, you can apply written or you can do a video pitch, you select. And then at the bottom, they talk about the FAQ. Who's eligible for the grant? Businesses with under 5 million in annual revenue. Now, if I got $5 million, y'all, I'm not taking $5,000 from somebody else. That's just me though. You're producing a physical product and actively looking to near shore manufacturing. Applicants must also be based in the US, but with this grant application, they specifically stated that you can also use the money for packaging. It does not have to be the actual product, or you can use the money for anything that Nearshore does within their facility. Now we're going to look at how quick this application is. We're going to go back to the top and click apply now. And you see, they tell you it is only 4 minutes. As I said at the top of the video, I highly recommend looking at these questions, especially if you're going to submit a video, and add these answers into the video. And we're just going to click through it fairly quickly because I'm not going to fill out the application, but they're going to want your email address. They're going to want to know your website, but as I said, you can use any other social media that you are selling your products on. And then they want to know your country and your application if you're going to do the video or if you're going to do written, the products that you're interested in nearshoring. Do you currently manufacture this item? If so, where? And then how many years has your organization been in business? What will you do with the $5,000 grant if awarded? Grantors always want to know what you're going to do with the money. Why are you interested in manufacturing your products closer to home? You can just let them know whatever your passion is about around that, because we want to make sure that we get some emotion out of that grantor. Where do you currently sell your products? If you are pre-launch, please share where you plan to. So you don't even have to have your business fully established. You can be in your pre-launch phase, but it has to be a product. Do you have an existing RFQ with Nearshore that describes your product? That's going to be yes or no. Do you agree to the terms and conditions? I always recommend that you read all of this. I read it before, I did this video for you all. And then once you do that, you're going to hit submit. And then you're going to come back here. You're going to leave me a comment and tell me that you submitted a successful grant application and you are now walking away with $5,000. And we are going to celebrate you. We're going to celebrate you because we celebrate all things. But most importantly, we're celebrating the fact that you submitted a successful grant application. And we're celebrating the fact that you are getting that much closer to generational wealth, which are the goals of this channel. But of course, check out that ebook, check out the workbook, check out the Patreon, check out that playlist, y'all. The grant opportunities in there are unmatched. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But I am forever grateful. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me virtually. I want to thank you for supporting the channel, and wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are having a beautiful day, and I will see you all next time.